And it's that uptick that has Governor Whitmer holding off on taking the state to phase 5.
She says she is worried about that uptick that we've seen in East Lansing, which originated at Harper's Bar, and it's now put that entire area into a higher risk zone. Check out this graphic she used showing that, proving that some of the parts of our state are kind of moving backwards. We bring in Jason Colthorpe live tonight with the governor pulling back on the throttle just a bit here, Jason.
Yeah, and that's becoming a trend, those numbers, a backward trend. And I think, the governor looking around at what's happening in other parts of the country and maybe just wants to be cautious here, because we look at today's numbers, 373 cases. That was the second highest for the month. And this trend kind of got started about a week ago, exactly a week ago, when we saw 221 cases pop up, and that was considered an uptick at the time. The very next day, it jumped up to 323, and then the following 2 days, even higher than that, setting new peaks. Ultimately, the high for the month came on Friday. In a precarious little trend here, obviously, and the governor had this to say about it.
We are constantly looking at the data. I had said, when Michigan was that green beacon and a sea of red across the country, that my hope was that we would be into phase 5 by the 4th of July. That's not going to happen. So I just think we need to take that off the table right now. The numbers that we're seeing are increasing across the state. Does it mean that we have to rethink and reanalyze and perhaps take a more conservative approach? Maybe, but I'm not announcing that today.
The announcement actually could come in the next 24 to 48 hours. The governor going to take some time to look at how things might change in all of this. But some other good pieces of news. People can now visit their loved ones at long-term care facilities and juvenile justice centers. The long-term care facilities include nursing homes, hospice care, and any long-term adult care facilities. So we're looking at that. But you can bet they're going to be looking at what's happening in other parts of the country and making sure Michigan doesn't want to make a misstep that might set us way back. We're reporting live. Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Yeah, good breakdown there. All right, Jason. And with bars and restaurants back open, health officials are worried about seeing the lack of social distancing and overcrowding in those